Man, you ain't what on?
I ain't playing on.
I heard that.
What?
See, you ain't playing on. Yes.
I ain't playing on. Shalom, shalom. Giving our honor to the Most High and His Son, Yahweh Shah. We got the Battle Axes coming at you with a Monday night class, Monday night dine in. Like I always say, I hope brothers and sisters are feeding their spirit, trying to stay in the spirit as much as we can. That's why we do as many classes as possible to try to keep your spirit winning in that fleshly battle that we have. So hope everybody's in the spirit today. If not, hope we can give a little edification from the class tonight. We're going to Truth Over Tradition. The name of the class will be Truth Over Tradition. Because, like I always say, I get my classes off Facebook from talking to people generally throughout the week. I was on Facebook last night, and the brother that I grew up in church with, he had a comment last night. He had actually a post talking about he wished that the black church would do more truth over tradition. So I got on there and commented with him. We went back and forth a little bit, but like I told him, and I told some sisters as well last night, although they didn't want to adhere to it, but I told them, this is love. According to the Bible, trying to get the truth and correction about people is love. It's not that I'm trying to bash anybody. It's that I was once in those situations. Now the Most High gave me just a little understanding. Like I tell them, I don't feel like I'm greater than anybody. I feel like the Most High is using me right now, and I want to be acceptable to Him that I may be used when the time comes to be used. Gone. So I gave him a few scriptures, and he had told me, he said, bro, we grew up in the same church together. Did the same junior layman and junior deacon. I said, yeah, we was all there. I said, we grew up in church together, and now it's time to grow out of church together. So sister was like, you don't know what you're talking about. My pastor, I can't fathom my pastor telling me lies. I like, well, your pastor lying to you. She said, how you know? You're not at my church. You don't live in Atlanta. I said, sister, no matter. If your pastor not telling you that you're the children of Israel, if your pastor not telling you to keep the laws, if your pastor not telling you that the Sabbath is a Saturday, if your pastor not telling you to stop eating pork, if your pastor not telling you to get married and so forth, then you can't have homosexuals in your building, then your pastor a liar. And I know your pastor a liar. It's not that I'm trying to be smarter or greater, but this is what the Christian church preaches, man. The same church all over. I done been to churches in state. I done been to churches out of state. I done been to churches in city. I done been to churches out of city. And the same thing applies, man. They got that 5013C code, and they're not giving you the full truth. They can't. If they give you the full truth, they taxes. They got to pay taxes now. So that little money that they was getting, divvying up, getting them BMWs and them Lexus, they can't get them BMWs and Lexus no more. And now they paying full taxes. But our people don't know this. But just a little history. Truth over tradition. Go to a well-known scripture, John 8:32. Because you're going to get the truth tonight, man. So John 8:32. And I hope brothers tuning in, man. Feel free to comment after class. We'll definitely try to get to your questions. If you got questions, we'll definitely try to get to them. Sound the trumpet. I'll praise it. Get to that John 8:32. That's that trumpet sound, man. One trumpet we go hear is gonna be destruction and war.
That's right.
So you better be glad to hear this trumpet right now, because you're gonna get the edification. But we're gonna hear a trumpet that's gonna be coming for destruction and war. And we hope our brothers and sisters are well in the scriptures and able to be raptured in that day. John 8:32. Truth over tradition. Truth over tradition.
This is the book of John, chapter 8, verse 32.
Read that up.
And ye shall know the truth.
Well-known scripture. We read every Sabbath. Every Sabbath. This is one of the first scriptures I learned as a Hebrew Israelite. John 8:32. And ye shall know the truth. And what is it going to do?
And the truth shall make you free.
And the truth shall do what?
Make you free.
Because see, we've been traditionalized so much in this Baptist church and this Episcopal church and this Church of Living Christ of God and this church of and God said that we're not getting the truth. The truth has been overshadowed. The truth has been overshadowed by real. It's time for us to come back to God's law, statutes, and commandments. And like, and the sidebar again, the brother and the sister said, well, I can disciple, I can read, I'm a grown man. She said, I'm a grown woman, I can disciple and see if my pastor's reading off. And I didn't want to hurt them, you know what I'm saying? But I'm like, y'all really not discipling it then, because we reading the Bible right now and everything they teaching is going against what the Most High God said.
That's right.
So where is your spirit of disciple from? Because you can't be saying that you still want to go to church every Sunday, but you disciple the scriptures. But because people done twisted it so much, then got us in the mind state of believing a lie, now we just go with what we've been taught. It's easy. See, Christianity is easy. Christianity ain't hard, it's easy. Oh, if you just believe and confess your sins. See, that's easy. You think the Most High sent his son Christ to die on the cross for us to say, oh yeah, that's it, that's all we got to do is just say, oh, we died, he died for us. I believe. That's too easy. The Most High put his son on the line, man. We should be able to put our lives on the line for this thing. It's too easy for just to say, all you got to do is say in your heart and believe. Nah, you got to show some actions. Did not Christ, the Most High, show actions when Christ was brutally beaten, man, stabbed in the side, man, pierced, how they treated that man? For people in the church to say, oh, you just believe, confess your sin, your fault. Come on, man, it's too easy. Ye shall know the truth, and when you do get the truth, guess what the truth gonna do? It's gonna make you free. Man, when I first got this truth, man, I'm telling you, man, it was so enjoyable, man. It was just a burden lifted off my shoulders. Like I said, I grew up in that church, man. But today we go get the truth. And when you get the truth, should you play with it? Should you teeter-totter? Or should you go on and get to the truth?
Get to it.
Go on and get to it, man. Psalm 119 and 59, I made haste and delayed not. Let's go to Ecclesiastes 5 and 7.
Ecclesiastes.
The book of Sirach.
The book of Sirach.
Chapter 5.
5 and verse 7. It said, make no tarry to turn to the Lord.
Do what?
To turn to the Lord.
Make no tarrying to turn to the Lord. So when you do get the truth, man, you want to make sure you all the way in 100%, because there's so much that we can be doing out here. It's so much that we can give because of what we wasn't given. Like we always say, 30-some years of my life, I was wicked as heck. Been in the truth 2 going on 3 years. That balance is not adding up. So I need to try to do a lot of righteousness to get that balance right. I think that's Proverbs 11, an unjust balance, man. The Most High don't like an unjust balance. Read that. Read that again.
Make no tarry to turn to the Lord, and put not off from day to day. For suddenly shall the wrath of the Lord come forth, and in thy security thou shalt be destroyed.
So in that church house, you're going to be destroyed. That's your security. That's your defense mechanism. My pastor said this. So in your defense, you're going to be destroyed because you in that church house believing a lie. That's your defense. We're using the defense of what? Law, statutes, and commandments up here. Everybody walking around with masks on their face telling me I can't go in store. Well, hey, I just go to another store. Because that's the point I'm at right now. Y'all worried about a little mask, man? Churches ain't even open right now. Ye of little faith, man. Ye of little faith. I thought you, like what people, I thought you was a gangster. I thought you was a Christian. I thought you was a follower of Christ. But the coronavirus got y'all but scared in the mud, man. Israelites out here partying, big kicking it. Had a big Passover. Right when the epidemic hit. Shoot, looking on Facebook, we one of the only camps that really had a Passover. And had a great Passover. No coronavirus gonna stop us. We dealing with the Most High God right here, man. And now one of our brothers and sisters that had anything like that happen, man.
Nothing.
Because the law, statutes, and commandments is what cover us. That's our defense mechanism. You want to come at me throwing some hooks and some jabs, and I'm going to throw that Bible at you. That's my defense. I'm going to put that Bible up, catching every hook and every jab you try to throw at us. It's time out for that. We got to let the Lord fight for us, man. Exodus 14 and 14. Let the Lord fight for us in this thing. Finish that out, Bob. And in our security.
And, just go back to security.
Yeah.
And in thy security, thou shalt be destroyed.
And what?
And perish in the day of vengeance.
So you better make sure you got a strong defense mechanism out there, because if your security ain't strong enough, if you ain't built up on them laws, statutes, and commandments, I'm telling you, your security ain't strong enough. You can't tell me what my church is. I'm telling you what your church is. Your church ain't built up enough for the day of vengeance from the Most High God.
They're what they is and what they ain't.
Oh, well, my pastor, your pastor ain't built up enough, ain't got enough muscles for the Most High God's vengeance, man. They playing around with these scriptures, man. And it's time we read it for ourselves, get the true understanding of this thing, man. Let's flip a page. Let's go to Sirach 6:23.
This is the book of Sirach, chapter 6 and verse 23. Give ear, my son.
Do what?
Give ear, my son.
Man, open your ears, brothers and sisters. Give ear, man. Pay attention, man. Pay attention to what's going on in the world. The church is out of business right now because of the epidemic. The pastors out here big kicking, big driving Lexuses and Benzes, and y'all still struggling to pay a $50 light bill, man. Pay attention. Give ear, my son. My sister, give ear. Read on.
And receive my advice and refuse not my counsel.
He said, give ear, receive my advice, and refuse not my counsel. Shalom. Refuse not my counsel. See, brother, and then that's another shot to brothers that's Facebook Israelites. See, we got to be on one accord with this thing, man. He said, give ear to my advice. His advice is, well, where can you get Most High advice from?
From his word.
From the word, man. Don't try to do your own thing. Don't try to teach your own feelings. Don't get up there in front of the congregation, give one scripture, and then shuck and jive for an hour and a half with the piano and the organ. Receive my advice. Come with the scriptures, man, and refuse not my counsel. Brothers out here talking about they solo dolo in this thing. Talked to a brother. I went to the mall the other day, got me some glasses. He said, yeah, what's up, Hebrew? I see you Hebrew, you got your friends on. I said, yeah, brother, where yours? Oh, well, you know, I ain't there yet. I said, okay, well, it's time to get there, brother. He went on to talk about how he just ain't with the camp thing. And I said, well, I'm going to tell you this. You wouldn't have known the truth without the camp, man. I said, what you got to do is find a camp that fits you. You know what I'm saying? That fits your ability of growth, and one that don't hinder you, but one that help you. See, the Most High set it up like this. He said, if they're not against us, they for us. Because you're gonna have camps that's gonna have you going astray. Then you're gonna have camps that go push you toward the truth even more. Said, refuse not his counsel. You got to give counsel, man. You got to get counsel. When you bring out anything, man, go talk to somebody. Go talk to some elders. Give them the precepts and see if you're on the right path. Oh, we can smoke weed at every modifying plant. It's not what that scripture say, man. Go read the scriptures. Go counsel with brethren, man. That's not solo dolo. Counseling can't be by yourself. But you go ask yourself, hey, self, what you think about this scripture? Oh, I think you should put it out. Then you just go put it out. No, you need to get around like, that's why you say gather together. That's why the scriptures say gather together. Because when you gather together with like-minded people, they want the best. You want the best. Therefore, we want the best for the congregation, man. I don't want to come up here and don't give you the truth according to the Bible, because now that blood on my hands. We're trying to get as much blood off our hands. We already came in this thing bloody, man, dripping. I'm trying not trying to keep dripping on my people, man.
That's right.
We're trying to heal our people with the scriptures, man.
That's right.
Read that again, 23.
Give ear, my son. Receive my advice and refuse not my counsel.
Drop down to 27.
Search and seek, and she shall be made known unto thee.
Say search and seek. You got to give effort, man. Like I say, that Christian church is just too easy, huh?
Too easy.
It's just too easy. Scriptures say search and seek. Search and seek. Another thing a sister said last night when I was posting on Facebook, she said the Sabbath don't say a specific day. It don't say that Saturday is the exact Sabbath. So that means it's not that important to the Most High God.
Oh, she in the Christian church.
She in the Christian church. It's not that important. When the Lord said, I am the Lord of the Sabbath. When he said, keep my Sabbath holy. Holy means separate. You got to separate that day. And like I always go back to say, Sunday is your Sabbath, huh? So you're in the Christian church and Sunday is your Sabbath. When in house, you keeping a Sabbath for a full day and y'all get out of church and go straight to Furs, Golden Corral, Punchos, whatever the case may be. You big eating, you big spending money. Or better yet, just go to Big Mama house. She done cook neck bones, chitlins, all kind of pork.
All abominable.
All abomination. And then the girl told me she didn't even rebuke that. She didn't even try to rebuke that. She said, "How dare you disrespect me by saying I go to Corral?" That's the only thing she got mad about. I told her she go to Corral. So she said, how dare you tell me I go to Golden Corral? Okay, well, so hey, Puncho, whatever. You're going somewhere in here. Maybe y'all even cooking at the church, because our church used to cook on Sunday after church. Yeah, we got a meal prepared. Yeah. Come on, man. Search and seek. This thing not gonna be easy. The mysteries of the Most High God, man, is given to us, but they mysteries for a reason. It's not gonna be that easy for you just to get. Sometimes the scriptures are verbatim, but some things you gotta search and seek. Read on that.
And when thou hast gotten hold of her, let her not go.
And when you get hold of wisdom and the truth over tradition, when you get hold of it, what the Bible say do?
Don't let her go.
That means that's a whole lot of work you need to be doing, trying to make sure that you don't let that truth go, man. I mean, you got to keep letting your light shine harder and harder every day, because the wicked wiles, the devil's out here trying to get that truth, trying to pry it out your hand. When you hold on to it tight, man, squeeze it. Don't let it go. When you do get control of her, man. And then that's another, when you do get it. Because I'm telling my brothers and sisters, man, you in that church following Pastor Porkchop, you ain't got it yet. But when you do get it, when you do finally wake up, or when you do go and accept this thing for what it really is, grab hold to it and don't ever let it go. Read 28 out.
For at the last thou shalt find her rest, and that shall be turned to thy joy.
Because, man, we looking for the Most High to send his son back to come get us, man. It's going to be a joyous day for us, man. He said that great and terrible day. It's going to be great for some, but terrible for many, man. So we waiting for that joy, man. We looking for that joyous day. That's why we searching and seeking wholeheartedly, diligently, with all our heart and with all our soul, man. To keep the commandments.
To keep.
Let's go to Colossians 2 and 8.
Colossians 2 and 8.
Yeah, Colossians 2 and 8, man. When you do get that truth, man, hold on to it. Don't let it go. Hold fast to that truth, man. I'm telling you, man. Brothers done gotten this truth, man, and brothers done let it go. Sisters done gotten the truth, and sisters just done let it go. When you do get this truth, hold fast to it, man.
This is the book of Colossians, chapter 2, verse 8.
Read out.
Beware lest any man spoil you through philosophies and vain deceit.
He said, when you get that truth, beware though. Don't let anybody spoil you through vain deceit and philosophies, man, of men, man. Read that again, because that's what it is.
Verse 8 in the book of Colossians, chapter 2. Beware lest any man spoil you through philosophies and vain deceit.
Pastor. TD Jakes. TD Snakes. Shalakia. I don't know why I gave him his real name when he out there straight snaking our people. Joel Holstein.
Straight up.
Just say straight up, man. Straight up. Straight up. Beware of these people, brothers and sisters.
Creflo want to steal your dollar.
Creflo want to steal your dollar. Beware of these vain deceiters, man, because they ain't doing nothing but trying to get you not to the kingdom with them, man. It's called the blind leading the blind. Like we tell you, blind in that church house, man. You blinded by philosophies of vain deceit. Read on out.
After the tradition of men.
After what?
The tradition of men.
After what?
The tradition of men.
Truth over tradition. We've been traditionalized to go to church on Sunday. We've been traditionalized to listen to pastor and hear what pastor got to say. My pastor ain't talking about nothing but shucking and jiving. We've been traditionalized, man, to thinking that everybody's making it to the kingdom. We've been traditionalized to share our God. But beware of them people, man, that's traditionalized, man. Because we gonna give you the truth. Everybody ain't a child of God. Sorry to tell you. So I get tired of asking Christianites, hey, who are you? Oh, I'm a child of God. Everybody ain't a child of God now. Come on, man. If the scriptures say 2/3 of our people won't make it and darn it, everybody's not a child of God. That's right. But if I go ask 3 Christians who they are, each one of them gonna say they're what?
Child of God.
And 2/3 ain't gonna make, so it just don't add up, man. Let's do a little math while we're here. Little easy fractions, little easy dividing. 2 out of 3. 1, 2, 3 people. 1 gonna make it. 2 not. But everybody's a child of God. Come on, man. It's not happening, man. Beware of these people. Beware of these pastors, man. I want to open the eyes of our people, man. People think, oh, y'all just trying to go at the Christian church, because that's what most of our people at. Yeah, we throwing shots at the Christian church. The Bible tell us to, man. Let's go to Ezekiel 34 right quick. Yeah, we going at the church. That's what the Bible say. 34:1, man. Shoot, the Bible command us to go at these fake, vain deceit men, man. That's teaching our people astray, man. That's dividing the sheep rather than herding us together, man. Ezekiel 34:1.
This is the book of Ezekiel, chapter 34, verse 1.
Read.
And the word of the Lord came unto me, saying,
let's see what he said.
Son of man,
do what?
Prophesy against the shepherds of Israel.
Do what?
Prophesy against the shepherds of Israel.
Why y'all always going at the church? Because he told us to do what?
Prophesy against the shepherds of Israel.
Because he told us to, man. This is a commandment, man. Prophesy against the shepherds of Israel, man. And what he told us to say to them?
And say unto them, thus saith the Lord God unto thee, unto the shepherds.
Pastor TD Snakes.
Woe be to the shepherds of Israel that do feed themselves.
Read that again, man.
Woe be to the shepherds of Israel that feed themselves.
If you don't know what that word woe means, it means destruction. To those pastors, those shepherds, those supposed to be leaders and apostles that do what?
Feed themselves.
That only feed themselves, man. I'm telling you, your pastors ain't giving you the truth for you to live. They giving you just some old tradition for you to keep going into the same thing you're going into. The blind leading the blind. Why is it that we used to hear the same sermon once every month? And this Bible got so much in it, man. So many pages, so many chapters, so many scriptures, so many parables. So many parables in this Bible, yet still you hear the pastor teach the same thing.
Over and over.
Over and over again. Because it's called feel good. And that's what the sister posted on there last night. She said, yeah, I got tired of teaching that feel good sermon. It's just a feel good. Just want you to feel good. Now, sometimes the truth hurts. Truth over tradition, sometimes that truth gonna hurt you. Sometimes that truth gonna be so real, man, it's gonna divide and conquer. It's gonna cut you. But then what the truth do out there is that it heals you up and make you stronger. See, the tradition ain't gonna cut you at all. Tradition gonna just pat you on your back and tell you to keep going. But what you gonna do with that tradition later on, you gonna fall into a ditch. And then you gonna think you out that ditch, you gonna fall into a deeper ditch. And then you gonna think you was out that ditch, you gonna fall into a deeper ditch. And it's gonna keep on going, man.
That's right.
So truth gonna give you some correction. Correction ain't sweet all the time, man. Let's go to Sirach 20 right quick. I ain't got these on here, but correction ain't sweet all the time, y'all. See, y'all want that sweet stuff. Y'all want Sirach 20 and 1. See, y'all want that old, just tell me I'm gonna make it. Y'all want that old soft, sweet message. Well, it's gonna be okay. And you out here flaming homosexual. No, it's not. It's not gonna be okay. Not with the Most High God. Not with the scriptures in the Bible that he done told us about it. No, it's not. Oh, pastor sleeping with everybody. It's gonna be okay. No, it's not. No, it's not.
Are you coming back to this?
Yeah, we're going back.
Okay.
Gotta go back.
Yes, sir.
All
right, I'm with you.
I just say truth ain't always pretty. Let's see.
This is the book of Sirach, chapter 20, verse 1.
Read it out.
There is a reproof that is not comely.
Read that again.
There is a reproof that is not comely.
There is some correction that ain't beautiful. Comely is beautiful. It's a correction that ain't soft. Sometimes we got to get in our people, but that's why people always tell me, oh man, well, you know, I ain't been to church in a while. I'm a pastor, so I ain't been to church in a while, but I can't get down there hollering at people and stuff like y'all do. Well, guess what? Sometimes you got to, because he got children. I ask him, okay, your daughter be bad sometime. What you gonna do? I might just talk to them. But if they keep on doing the same thing, you go whoop their butt, man.
That's right.
And sometimes we got to whoop our people's butt out here. We the real shepherds out here, man. Whether y'all like it or not, whether y'all agree with it or not, man. We the real shepherds. We out here speaking the truth, man. We out here speaking the words of the Bible, regardless if you like it or not. That's a true leader right there. You can hate my guts when I get off this camera, but I gave you the truth. I'm doing what the Most High God want me to do. That's you can call me all kind of suckers and squares and all you want to call me. Weak, whatever. But I gave you the truth. I'm trying to obey the Most High God, man. Read that again.
The book of Sirach, chapter 20, verse 1.
Read.
There is a reproof that is not comely.
Correction ain't beautiful. Read on.
Again, some man hold his tongue, and he is wise.
Sometimes we're not going to give you that strong correction. Like I told my partner, when we talk on the phone, we don't talk about this all the time. I'm going to give you a scripture too, but I'm not going to rebuke you tough every time. I'm just going to ask you, how you been doing, bro? How you walk with? How you walk here? Oh, man, I ain't been going to church, man. What's stopping you from getting the truth? It ain't going to be no rebuke all the time. Sometimes a man hold his tongue and he wise. The tongue going to learn. You got to know when to give him that rebuke, though. Read on out.
It is much better to reprove than to be angry secretly.
It's better to go on and tell you how I feel, how the most I feel, but than holding it in. That's basically what it is. You want to be angry secretly. I'm not going to be angry secretly. I'm going to go on and tell you what the Most High God thinks, because I'm commanded to tell you that. Read on.
And he that confesses his faults shall be preserved from hurt.
But can you accept the truth, man? Or do you want to accept tradition? It's easy to accept tradition. Like I say, it's easy to accept tradition. No, we're just going to keep on doing this. But can you accept the truth? Humble it down and say, well, you know what? I've been wrong. Let me redo this again. Let me get retaught again. Let me see if I was going astray. Let me get back to it. And if I get back to the same thing, well, then guess what? It might have been right to me. But I'm telling you, brothers and sisters, if you teach yourself, get retaught in this Bible, start over again, and get the understanding correct from the way it's supposed to be, you're not going to get that traditional no more. You're going to get the truth, man. Because it's right here in the word. Don't y'all understand? We trying to tell y'all we were traditionalized. I'm sitting up here right now with an ex-pastor, man.
Gone.
What was your pastor? Well, I wonder what they used to call, what we call your pastor name? TD Snakes, you know, what was yours? Holler Nathan Yaya.
I really, you know,
Nathan Yaya make them holler.
I never know, because I think I was a little different. I'm serious. I couldn't stand it then, and I showed
what the most I put on you. He put it on your spirit, though, man. Just saying, man. We was them brothers too. We was them same people, brothers and sisters. Let's go back to Ezekiel 34. Read verse 2 again.
The book of Ezekiel, chapter 34. Where's that?
Verse 2.
Oh, here we go.
Yeah.
All right. Ezekiel 34, verse 2. Son of man, prophesy against the shepherds of Israel. Prophesy and say unto them, thus saith the Lord God unto the shepherds.
What?
Woe be to the shepherds of Israel that feed themselves.
Woe be to the pastors that do feed themselves. You know.
Should not the shepherd feed the flock?
Shouldn't you be telling our people the truth? How to get out of these situations? But instead, y'all like us shucking and jiving a whole 3 hours, wasting people's time, man. Just a big waste of time. Keeping our people traditionalized, man, instead of giving them the truth. Read verse 3.
I do want to say, though, there was a name that they gave me. Since we read this, they would call me the stupid pastor.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, because, and the reason why is because of that. I would teach we should feed the sheep.
That's why you're
and
at that
not
church.
Ourselves getting
That's
fed.
why you're at that church now.
That's right.
Read verse 3.
Verse 3. Ye eat the fat, and ye clothe you with the wool. Ye kill them that are fed, but ye feed not the flock.
So our pastors ain't doing nothing but killing our people, man, getting some more destruction, man. They feeding themselves, putting wool and snake skin on their back, but our people out here hurting. Then you go to the pastor and ask him, can you get along? Oh, just pray about it, brother. Oh, well, you know, we done paid the bill and then I went. Come on, man, stop it, man. You putting our people in the dirt, man, right along with you. Let's go back to Colossians 2:8, man. We've been all out. We had to give y'all a little bit of that, man. Truth over tradition, brothers and sisters. It's time to get out of being traditionalized and get to this truth.
The book of Colossians, chapter 2, verse 8.
Bring it out.
Beware lest any man spoil you through philosophies and vain deceit.
And vain deceit. They just trying to get their own self going. Read on.
After the traditions of men.
After the tradition of men, man. Read on.
After the rudiments of the world.
They just doing what the world been doing. The world been traditionalized, so they doing what the world been doing. Like I said, it's easy. It's easy. It's easy. Read on.
And not after Yahweh Shai.
And not after who?
Yahweh Shai.
And not after Yahweh Shai. Not after Christ, man. Let's go to 1 Timothy 4:1-4. 1 Timothy 1-4. Going through it, saying a lot of the same thing, man.
To mess up in these Christians' lifestyle.
That's what we need.
This is the book of 1 Timothy, chapter 1, verse 4.
Bring it out.
Neither give heed to fables, and endless genealogy.
Neither give heed to fables and endless genealogies, man. Anything, pastors break up anything, man. Telling you about what happened to him in 1968 and all this. Ain't got nothing to do with it, man. Tell them people the truth, man. And then they do give you something and you be like, what? I don't understand that. Read on. And let's go talk about it.
Which ministers questions.
Which do what?
Ministers questions rather than godly edifying.
They say minister questions rather than godly edifying. But now you got questions about this thing instead of having the truth and the understanding of it. See, when you come into this truth, you start getting understanding of the scriptures. And you have questions, yeah, but you steady getting understanding, got another question, getting understanding. But when you go to a pastor and ask him a question, what he tell you? Oh, let's just pray about it. We don't get no answers from the pastor. So it's just promoting questions on top of questions, on top of questions. Read on out. Rather than godly edifying, read on.
Okay.
You can say which, I just want to say that.
Which ministers questions rather than godly edifying, which is in faith, so do.
Man, that's what they do, man. Let's go to Sirach, chapter 9, verse 11. Because then y'all see these pastors, and guess what? You want to be a pastor. I want to be a deacon. I want to be a stewardess. I want to be a this. I want to be that. Well, they living good. They living pretty good. Deacon got a nice truck. Pastor got a nice truck, nice wife, couple wives, couple. I want to be like Pastor. Shoot, Pastor got all the women. I want to be like, I'm gonna go to DLI school too. Shoot, what you talking about?
Pastor, all right if I sit up there with you.
Do you mind?
What you looking at?
Do you mind? Read this.
This is the book of Sirach, chapter 9, verse 11.
Read.
Envy not the glory of a sinner.
But don't envy what they have, man. Don't envy what they have. Because I'm telling you, your pastor, if he's not telling you the law, statutes, and commandments, he a sinner. If he's not telling you that you are the child of the Most High God, that your lineage is Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, that you the seed of the chosen, that it's 12 gates to get into the kingdom and not one old pearly gate, he's a sinner. Because now he's going against the word. Now he's going with his own vain deceit. And the Bible just told you to beware of them type of people. But don't envy because a pastor looking good, because he's shining, because he coming up 3-piece suited up every day, every Sunday, and old pastor got a nice house, a nice car. Don't envy that. Read on.
For thou knowest not what should be his end.
But you don't know what his end gonna be, and that's for everybody else. You see these brothers out here in these streets selling these dope and all this stuff, and we used to be the same thing. Don't envy that, because you don't know what their end gonna be. You don't know the Most High using him to either corrupt some more people, or for some people to say, you know what, I ain't gonna go that way and I'm gonna go another way. See, everything is a test, whether y'all know it or not. Every day you go through nothing but tests that the Most High put in your face. And you can be the smallest thing that you don't even know is a test. But a lot of times we fail them tests, don't even know we had took a test. A lot of times we fail them tests. Read on now, verse 12.
Verse 12. Delight not in the things that the ungodly have pleasure in.
Don't delight in everything that everybody that the traditions have pleasure in. They want to eat some pork. They want to go order some pepperoni pizza. They want to kick it on Sunday. They want to go out there and big eat together on Sunday after church. Don't have pleasure in that thing, no man. That's ungodliness. Read on.
But remember, they shall not go unpunished unto their grave.
Brothers and sisters, I'm telling you, you won't go unpunished to your grave, man. You keep on trying to envy what they got. You better envy the Most High. I mean, you better look at what the Most High God got for you. That's what we need to be trying to either look at and build our life around these laws, statutes, and commandments. It said be more Christ-like. It didn't say be more devil-like, devilish-like. It said be Christ-like. Christ didn't eat no pork. Christ didn't disobey the Sabbath. So why are y'all? So why were we? Put myself in that category. So why were we? Because we had traditions on us. Let's go to Sirach 20, man. Back to Sirach 20 and 22. Because we look at these pastors, like we said, the same thing. We look at these pastors, we give them too much credit, man. When they ain't out here feeding our sheep the way they should be. But we give them credit. They out here trying to marriage counsel brothers and sisters, and you the one sleeping with the woman. But you out here giving marriage counsel.
I want your eyes on me.
You out here marriage counseling, but you the one that's the wicked one. That's creeping.
That's right.
Come on, man. It's wicked, man. Read this, Sirach 20 and 22.
Sirach 20. The book of Sirach, chapter 20, verse 2.
Right. 22.
Oh, 22. So there is that destroyed his own soul through bashfulness and by accepting of persons. Overthrow it himself.
It said there is that destroyed his own soul through bashfulness and by accepting of persons overthrow it himself. See, you so caught up in the tradition of what the world going into, and you see the truth, but you don't want to tell the pastor you off. You don't want to tell the brothers y'all off. You bashful. You don't want to get to the truth. You just want to keep going into that dirt, digging that ditch. Digging the ditch, help them. Oh, let me see the shovel, pastor. Pass me the shovel. Let me dig this ditch a little bit more. The next Christian. Oh, let me see the shovel. I'm gonna dig it a little bit deeper. But because you're bashfulness and by accepting of persons, oh, pastor, he ain't wrong. Shoot, pastor wrong. And if I'm wrong, guess what? I need to be corrected. And I have been corrected before. And I don't have a problem with correction. Especially if you correcting me for the goodwill of the Most High God, getting a true understanding. Yeah, correct me if I'm wrong. But we don't want to correct pastors. We don't want to correct our people. But we scared. We've been going through the same tradition we've been going through, so why change it? And that's why our situation ain't changed. Why change the tradition, right? But we've been going through church doing the same thing for how many years? And been going through the same situation for how many years? You gotta understand that, brothers and sisters. Read 23.
Verse 23. There is that for bashfulness promiseth to his friends and maketh him his enemy for nothing.
You're making people your enemy for nothing sometimes, though. Sometimes you're bashing us, you just, oh, well, you know what? Well, I ain't going to even say nothing. Now you mad. You should have said something. But guess what? You still going into the tradition, though.
Mm-hmm.
You don't want to say nothing, but you mad about it. Don't make no sense. That's how people do, man. Let's go over Sirach. We're going to stay in Sirach 21 and 11.
This is the book of Sirach, chapter 21, verse 11.
Read.
He that keepeth the law of the Lord getteth the understanding thereof.
And that's what Christians don't understand. They say they can decipher right from wrong. They say they old enough and they wise and they grown enough to know what's going on. But you're not keeping the laws of the Most High God. You ain't wearing your fringes being a light to the world. You ain't got your beard on your face letting that thing swing. You know what I'm saying? Fringes ain't swinging in the wind. You're not being a light to the people. Therefore, you ain't getting the true understanding of the Bible. I didn't know the true understanding of the Bible until I started keeping God's law. That's what the scripture is saying. Read that again.
He that keepeth the law of the Lord getteth the understanding thereof, and the perfection of the fear of the Lord is wisdom.
And the perfection. There we go. You can't be perfect. Job was perfect. We go strive for perfection now. That's what it said. The perfection of the fear of the Lord. You got to have perfect fear for the Most High God, knowing that he go judge our people according to how he been judging. Coronavirus. Knocking us out. Killing each other in the streets. Knocking us out. Heart disease. Knocking us out. Keep eating that pork.
God.
Cancer. Want to keep smoking those squares. Want to keep smoking that weed. You got to fear his judgment. Psalms 111:10, I'm just going to read it. The fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom. A good understanding of all they that do his commandments, man. That's why we brought the scripture out. Yeah, you say you can decipher truth from tradition, but can you really? Because if you're not keeping these laws, statutes, and commandments, then guess what? You traditionalize. Sorry to tell you.
God.
Sorry for you. You thought you was right. Because guess what? I thought I was right. I thought I wasn't a bad person. I just smoked a little weed. I just played basketball on the Sabbath. I told my brother, man, the Lord ain't gonna kill me for that. I hadn't read the Bible in 20 years. But I just know in my heart that the Most High not gonna kill me for doing a little smoking and doing a little hooping. I was smoking, defiling my temple. I was hooping on the day that the Lord set aside for us to have holy convocation. Yeah, I was headed for destruction. I'm glad I realized and woke up and started reading the Bible and stopped just talking about it. That's what Christians love to do, just talk about it instead of being about it, man. Let's go to Sirach 34:4.
34:4.
So if you're not keeping these laws, statutes, and commandments, brothers and sisters, and you call yourself a Christian and you say you love the Lord, you're a follower of Christ, but then you're not getting the true understanding of the Bible. Pastor ain't up there with no fringes on. Pastor up there in the suit, bow tie. You know what I'm saying? He clean. I ain't gonna lie, he clean. Oh, he clean. Yeah, he buttoned down, you know what I'm saying? What's it called when you get it tailor made? Yeah, he clean.
Yeah.
He fresh to death, huh?
Louis Vuitton.
Louis Vuitton is, you know what I'm saying? Nice little glasses to go with, nice accessories and everything. He clean.
Yes.
He gonna be dirty in the mud when he fall into that pit, though.
God.
And everybody else gonna be dirty with him. Sister with that old big nice hat on her head in the front row that everybody can't see. Oh, Sister Jones, can you please take your hat off? Yeah, Sister John, you in there too, dirty. Thought you were clean.
That's my home. That's
Yeah. Yeah, come on, man. Read this right quick.
Stand in the book of Sirach, chapter 34, verse 4. Of an unclean thing, what can be clean?
So yeah, Pastor would clean us on the sight of us, but he really unclean to the Most High God. Yeah, he clean outside, but on the inside, he unclean. If you're not keeping these laws, statutes, and commandments, you unclean. And the Bible says, of an unclean thing, what can be cleansed? How is that pastor shucking his job and go cleanse you, brothers and sisters in that church, by steady lying to you? That's uncleanness. He's not teaching laws, statutes, and commandments. He's unclean. And you think you're going to get clean from an unclean person? It don't make sense. Laws, statutes, and commandments. If he's not teaching that he is unclean, how can you get clean from unclean? How can you get tied from mud? You can't. How can you get gain from dirt? You can't. But you can get cleanness of dirt from gain, and the gain is the law, statutes, and commandments. Pour a little bit of that into your washing machine, and watch you get clean, man. Right now, uncleanness can't make you clean, man. Pastor can shuck his job all he want to. You can think you're living good and well all you want to. You're not, man. Not according to the scriptures. Read on that.
And from that thing which is false, what truth can come?
And of that thing that's false, how can you get truth out of it? How can you get truth out of a pastor lying to you? Oh yeah, we all Gentiles. T.D. Snakes told a white man, stand up. He's just as much a Gentile as I am. Stop it, man.
But those to cover up that lie. His so-called lie.
Exactly.
They made him, he took the truth and had to cover that thing up.
And that's
with
what
that
they
lie.
do. That's what they do. He's just as much a Gentile as I am. Talking about bold. He spoke bold about it. Sorry, Tom, David.
What's that African group where all the Israelites supposed to be at right today? Igbo. Yeah, my mother told me that I was from the Igbo tribe and we're actually Israelites.
Yeah.
Then had to come back and holler, we are all Gentiles.
Right. Let me make that white. Let me tell Tom to stand up. Now stand up, Tom. You just as much going to the lake of fire as your wife sitting next to you. And your little daughter. Sarah, stand up, Sarah. You just as much going to the lake of fire as your daddy. That's what I'd have told him.
God.
That's what I'd have told him. For real, man. Let's go to let's get into this a little bit though. Let's get into this tradition. Let's stay in the Apocrypha. We're gonna be in the Apocrypha a lot. Let's go to First Maccabees. We're gonna show you what the traditions hit us. How we start falling and being traditionalized. First Maccabees 1 and 7. We're gonna read to 9. We're gonna show you how we got traditionalized, man. Where this all started from.
First Maccabees, chapter 1, verse 7. So Alexander reigned 12 years and then died.
So this is Alexander the Freak. It's when Greek captivity, when they took over, he took over with a strong hand, man. They were mighty. And so it is saying Alexander died. Let's see what happened.
And his servants ruled everyone in his place.
Read.
And after his death, they all put crowns upon themselves. So did their sons after them many years.
And what happened?
And evil was multiplied in the earth.
So when the freak Alexander the Freak came and he died, he left a lot of evil on this planet, man. And it said the evils were multiplied. His sons, their sons, his four generals, all of them, they just multiplied evil on the earth. Let's see what they did. Let's drop down to 11.
Verse number 11. In those days went there out of Israel wicked men.
What kind of men?
Wicked men.
Let's see what they did.
Who persuaded many, saying, let us go and make a covenant with the heathens that are around about us. For since we departed from them, we have had much sorrow.
Well, this ain't nothing. I see the scripture and I think a number pastor. This ain't number pastor. This ain't those days though when of Israel wicked men. So this is our own people. Pastor and them telling you lies who persuaded many. And that's what they're doing, persuading our people. Saying, let us go make a covenant with the heathen that are around about us. Make a covenant with old white boy Tom, so-called white boy Tom, with the East Indian and all these other nations. Christ for the nations. It's one right down the street from our house. Christ for the nations. No, Christ is not for the nations. He's for the 12 tribes.
That's right.
Stop playing. Right. But these were wicked men. The Bible says it. In those days went out there from Israel wicked men who persuaded many. They didn't number these pastors in the day. For since we departed from them, we have had much sorrow. So they was mad about being away from the wickedness of the world. They wanted to go back and be wicked. Well, at least when we was in Egypt with Pharaoh, we ate good. Now we doing eating melon.
Even was able to make mud without straw.
Come on, man. Same thing. It's the same thing. And these spirits are the same spirits that's here on earth today. There's nothing new under the sun. This spirit was going on back in the day. These wicked men of Israel. Guess what? It's some wicked men of Israel today. And I'm calling them out, them pastors, man. A lot of them. And they ain't just the pastors, though. We got a lot of wicked brothers and sisters out here trying to teach vain philosophies too, man. Mm-hmm. Read on, verse 12.
So this device pleased them well.
Read that again.
So this device pleased them well.
So when the heathen heard, they're like, okay, hey, we good. Oh, boy. They want to make a covenant with us. They want to come back. We over here whooping their butt. They love it. They love being on the bottom.
To this day.
I told them on Facebook, we ain't supposed to be working for them. We're supposed to be working for ourselves. They couldn't understand it. You love being on the bottom. They supposed to be working for us. It's supposed to be reverse roles. They up there in the AC in the conference room, big kicking and donuts everywhere, kolaches and stuff all around. Hey, you want a cup of coffee? Just drinking coffee all day while we out there busting our butts. No, we supposed to be in there big chilling, man. Friends up, bearded up. Tongue coming out, hey, boss, let me go to lunch. No, you can't go to lunch. No, you can't go to lunch. Ain't no such thing as lunch on my clock. Get out there and clean what you messed up. We the kings and the princes on the earth, man. And that's how we got to start acting about this thing. We are not supposed to be on the bottom. Like I told him, just because the Lord gave you a nice little job, gave you a degree, got you a house, I'm assuming, got you a car, I'm assuming. Oh, now you ain't no slave no more? You ain't no slave? What? You can't leave this planet, this country without a passport. Try to leave. They're going to bring your butt back in chains. You ain't running nothing. Oh, what's your last name? Jonathan? Johns? The Johns family? You think that's your family last name? Well, you ain't nothing but a possession. Oh, what you thought the Social Security number was just you? Nah, boy, that thing got money all up and down it. And so do mine, and so do his, and yours and everybody else's. You a slave in this world, man. Just because they took the shackles off your neck and let you run around in the backyard like I always bring out. You still got a fence back there.
That's right.
The dog that runs around in the backyard is still a slave.
Still a slave. Ain't going nowhere.
Oh, you took him off the chain, right? He's still a slave. He still can't get out that fence unless he do something drastic and jump it. Mm-hmm. And that's what we did. We jumped that fence, y'all. We can read now, master. I got Bibles now. Yeah, we got understanding now. We can read now. We jumping the fence. But a lot of our people staying institutionalized, traditionalized, staying in that fence. Oh, you thought they took the chains? Like, yeah, they took them off. But you still got a big old fence you running around there. Read on. Verse 13.
Then certain of the people were so forward herein that they went to the king, who gave them license to do after the ordinance of the heathen.
So they went to the king, man. The king gave them ordinance. Hey, go ahead. Go eat some pork. Sure. Sabbath what? Oh, go hoop, man. Go play some ball, man. You good. Read on.
See, it's just funny though about the license because see in Oklahoma, you have to have license and you get put in the city's book, and you get a book number, page number, and your license number to be a minister. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so it's like you have to get this, but you have that those numbers make it where you have to teach Christianity at its best.
You have to.
You know what I'm saying?
That's right.
All right, verse 14. Whereupon they built a place of exercise at Jerusalem, according to the custom of the heathen.
They built a place of exercise. Oh, let's go get buff. Oh, let's go hoop. Let's go do this. We just talked about that. Go to 1 Timothy 4:8. First Timothy 4:8.
Oh, okay.
Let's go to the hoop. Let's go get buff. Let's go work out. The only way you can see if you want to live better, brother, you need to go work out. You need to go pump them iron, man. You need to start running. building your heart up. Working out is cool, that's fine. But you want to live and live right, you need to go keep these laws, statutes, and commandments. Because pumping that iron ain't got nothing to do with the Most High God. That was the heathens. They just said it. Whereupon they built a place of exercise at Jerusalem according to the customs of the heathen. That's what we're doing like Greek captivity. They got these big old, that's where we get all these sports and venues from. These football fields and all this, man. That was great. Have a tiger out there tearing people up in shreds, man. People just looking. Oh, how long is it going to take for them to eat them whole? How long is it going to take to eat them alive? Nothing left of them.
And they look just like the Colosseums.
Look just like it. Read verse 8, chapter 1 Timothy.
This is the book, 1 Timothy, chapter 4, verse 8.
Read.
For bodily exercise profit little.
Read that again.
For bodily exercise profited little.
Oh, you Buff Bagwell out here? Huh? Oh, you Popeye? You ain't got no spinach. You ain't keeping the law, statutes, and commandments. I'm strong to love. It don't matter what you is. Oh, you got her flexing on them, huh?
Yeah.
Shirt off, huh? Yeah. You tough guy. Ah, yeah. That bodily exercise don't name nothing. Mm-hmm. Most High got something that'll cut through all that. This is what they did to us. Read on.
But godliness is profitable unto all things.
But keeping these laws, statutes, and commandments, living Christ like that's what's profitable to all things. Read on.
Having promise of the life that now is, and of that which is to come.
Man, that's what's profitable, doing these laws, statutes, and commandments, man. So it's cool to go work out. You know, like I said, I enjoy playing basketball, man, right now. Used to play football, you know. We were traditionalized. Yeah, we had tradition, man, over the truth. Mm-hmm. But you won't catch me hooping as much as I used to. Like I said, I still go every now and then. I go get me a little workout in. Guess what? I'm right back to the house in the scriptures. I ain't back to the house just big chilling. Scriptures there, scriptures here. Let's go back to 1 Maccabees, verse 15.
This is the book of 1 Maccabees, chapter 1, verse 15. And made themselves uncircumcised, and forsook the holy covenant.
And made themselves uncircumcised. They didn't want to go after the covenant of the Most High God. That's what these churches doing. They uncircumcised right now. Because they're not going after the laws. They doing their own will. Read on.
And joined themselves to the heathen.
And did what?
And joined themselves to the heathen.
Oh, he's just as much a Gentile as I am. They joining themselves to the heathen. You want to be with the heathens? We greater than them people, brothers and sisters. Why should we taint our legacy, man? That's what the Bible say. Why you want to go mix your holy seed with them devils and them dogs, man? Oh, you tripping. You ain't teaching love. I'm teaching exactly what love is. Obeying the scriptures, man. Keeping the commandments. That's what love is according to the Bible. We most definitely teaching love, man. But they don't say love your enemy. Say love your neighbor. You need to know who your neighbor is. Your neighbor is the brothers and sisters that's going on, that's in this problem with you. That's going through the same situations you're going through. That's having to get up early in the morning, get on that bus and go to work. You know what I'm saying? Just to provide for their family, man. That's your neighbor. Read verse 15 again. And join themselves.
And join themselves to the heathen. And were sold to do mischief.
And were sold to do mischief, to do evil. Yeah, we go put it in your mind. Yeah, you can do evil. They were sold to do evil, man. Let's jump over to verse 41. To show you how we were traditionalized. This is what it was way before this. But in every captivity, we learned something from our captors. Mm-hmm. And it stuck with us. In every one of our captivities, we took something from our captors and we wanted to stick with it. This is Greek captivity right here. We took a lot from that, boy. I'm gonna tell you another thing. I was just talking to my little cousin the other day. They Kappa this. I'm playing joking with them. They nuke this. They Alpha Omega this. Stop it, man. Got nothing to do with the Most High God. And I'm so glad that the Most High wouldn't let me do that when I was in college, man. Because I wanted to, but it's just some reason he wouldn't let me do it. That is not our custom. That is the Greek philosophies. We in there right now saying they built gyms, Greek philosophies. You want to be Omega, Greek philosophies. Come on, man. We took something from every one of our captivities and tried to keep that tradition going. And this is tradition that we keep going for sure. That we want to make a covenant with the heathen and learn their ways. We want to make a covenant with all the other nations of the people and let them be to our God as they thought they were. Nah, we need to be possessive with our God, man. We want to share our God with all the other nations, man. No, not my God. White boy coming to me, so-called white man coming to me. I love God. Not my God, you know. Who you talking about, Zeus? Alexander the Freak or something? That's your God? You ain't talking about my God. I ain't letting you share my God no more. Let's go to 41.
First Maccabees, chapter 1 and 4, verse 41. Moreover, King Antiochus wrote to his whole kingdom.
Let's see what he said.
That all should be one people.
That what?
All should be one people.
See, these wicked pastors and these heathen nations, that's what they did. He said Antiochus wrote to his people that we all should be one people. Hey, let's stop being individuals as a nation, which God set us up to be holy and separate, set apart, different. Deuteronomy 7:6, 1 Peter 2:9, he made us special and different, but here go the heathen saying, well, you know what? Let's all just be one people, man. Hey, forget that. Man, they want y'all to be this and y'all do this and we do that. No, let's just be one.
And they keep on living in all this
just for their benefit.
Yeah,
that's why. Because see, you bring them down to your place, then they ain't above you no more. That's why they want to be one people. We the greatest thing on the planet. We the ones building all these cars and stoplights and soaps and making things out of everything. They just taking the credit for it. Because, oh, let's be one people. Well, really, we the greatest people on the planet.
And everyone should leave his laws.
And everyone should do what?
Leave his laws. So all the heathens agree according to the commandments of the king.
And that's what we're doing in that church, man. Everybody leaving the laws. Pastor say the law done away with. Christianites say, oh yeah, you can't keep no law. Man, can't nobody keep no law, man. You can't keep no law. You can't keep the law. Yeah, right. We showing you we can keep the law. That's the heathens, man. They want to do that. That everyone should be one people and leave their individual laws and make some laws together against the Most High God. That's what that church doing. Oh, we all Gentiles, man. You know, love for you, everybody. You know, God's coming back to get everybody. Handing out candy canes and flowers when he come back. SIBO. They waiting on Cedric Bozier, boy. SIBO can't do nothing in the day of the vengeance of the Most High God. That's not our God, people.
God.
Oh, I'm not serving him. Well, if you're in that church, whether you know it or not, you're serving SIBO.
That's right.
If you're not keeping the law, statutes, and commandments of the Most High God, you're serving SIBO. Get the understanding, man. You've been traditionalized. Sorry. You've been traditionalized. Read on.
Verse 43. Yes, many also of the Israelites.
Do what?
Many also of the Israelites consented to his religion.
To his what?
His religion.
Many of the Israelites, our own people, we did the same thing. So that was the heathen saying, yo, we gonna come together. That's why the white man good when he kick it over there good with the, even though they beefing right now, they still sell each other. They still got trade going with each other. Korea, North Korea, China, and all them, Turkey. They ain't at each other's neck like we are. They able to make some trades and stuff together and be wicked together. But then it said not only did they consent to let's be one people, now the Israelites, we done said, well, forget it. Forget God's laws. Forget being a separate nation. Forget being holy and being the best nation on the planet. We gonna go on and just do what we want to do. We gonna do what they want us to do, matter of fact. Because it was easy. It was easier. Most High God said you can't eat pork. But King Antiochus said, I don't care about no pork, man. Most High God said you can't disobey the Sabbath. King Antiochus said, oh yeah, we kicking on the Sabbath.
That's right.
We going to the sporting toilet. We
not chilling, but kicking.
We kicking it on the Sabbath. Because traditionalized is way easier than the truth, man. Read on that. 43.
And then it's verse 43 again. Yeah, many also of the Israelites consented to his religion.
This ain't no religion, man. I hate when people say, "Oh, what religion you in?" This is not a religion, man. This is a lifestyle. This book, the Most High God gave us, is our heritage, man. This is our history book, brothers and sisters. You want to know why you falling asleep in history class? Learn about all these white navigators and stuff? Because it wasn't nothing about us. Who cares about them? Huh? Christopher Columbus? Wake up. Oh. What was we talking about? Christopher Columbus. Oh. We don't give a darn about Christopher Columbus, man. He ain't did nothing for our people. He hindered our people. That's why you weren't never into it, because it wasn't for us. But this book right here, guess what? To the Israelites. For the Israelites. By the Israelites. These are the number of Israelites in this book, man. Proof is in the book. We can show you, man. Read on now.
And sacrificed unto idols.
And did what?
And sacrificed unto idols.
There go Sebo right there, boy. Read on.
And profane the Sabbath.
And the Lord is the God of Sabbath, man. And they did what?
Profane the Sabbath.
Man, it's traditionalized. Read on.
For the king had sent letters by messengers into Jerusalem and the cities of Judah, and they should follow the strange laws of the land.
That they should follow the strange laws. These ain't the Most High God laws. Let's follow strange laws. Let's go to church on Sunday instead of Saturday. Let's go eat pork after church. That's a strange law. That ain't the Most High God law. Read on.
And forbid burnt offerings.
We were sacrificing them.
And sacrifices and drinking offerings in the temple, and that they should profane the Sabbaths and festival days.
The Sabbaths and festival days, brothers and sisters. Whether y'all know it or not, man, in that church, y'all in there going to Christmas in the church. Oh, we got a Christmas pageant. Little kids, they doing Christmas speeches. Easter. Oh, we got Easter speeches. We got Easter egg hunt. These are not our laws. The Most High God didn't give us these things. He gave us Passover. He gave us Feast of Weeks. He gave us every other law that festival day, feast day he gave us, man. We have many feast days, man. Feast of Simon, man. These are feasts that the Most High brought us out of a situation or another when our enemies was killed, man. These are the feast days we're supposed to do. Let's go to Jeremiah 10:1. Another well-known scripture. It said that they profane the Sabbath, they should follow strange laws, profane the Sabbath, and festival days. We keeping all the days of the that we ain't supposed to keep. Y'all doing Christmas, everything. And the Most High ain't said nothing about no Christmas. Christ is not down on 25th, man. Show me in the scriptures. What did I say? Jeremiah 10:1, my bad. Lost my what's up? Lost my marbles. I found them.
This is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 10, verse 1.
Read.
Hear thee the word which the Lord speaketh unto you, O house of Israel.
Who we talking to? Who we talking to? I let them know.
O house of Israel.
You, O house of Israel. That everybody is Israel.
You, O house of Israel.
Read on.
Thus saith the Lord, learn not the ways of the heathen.
Do what? Read it again.
Learn not the ways of the heathen.
Don't learn the ways of the heathen. The heathen do Christmas. The heathen do Thanksgiving. The heathen do Easter, man. But he say, learn not the way of the heathen, man. Read on.
Oh, learn not the ways of the heathens, and be not dismayed at the signs of heaven.
Read on. Don't be dismayed at the signs of heaven. For what?
For the heathens are dismayed at them.
Read the first sentence of verse 3.
For the custom of the people are vain.
The custom of the people are what?
Vain.
The customs of people are vain. You want to profane the Sabbath and the festival days of the Most High God? That's vanity, man. You doing your own laws now. Who are you, the Most High God? We shouldn't be doing the customs of this world, man. Come get to the truth. Keep the Passover. Keep the Feast of Tabernacles where we go out and have a good time in our tents. Because whether y'all know it or not, we going back to the wilderness, brothers and sisters. That ain't doing nothing but preparing us to get ready for that wilderness again. That's and right. Guess what? Some of y'all to make it to the wilderness, y'all ain't going to be prepared like we are. Therefore, you're going to get your heads cut off, man. The Most High, in the wilderness, he always sacrificed in the wilderness, man. He going to do the same thing. Think you going to be, oh, we made it, we made it, we made it. So you get to that wilderness and you ain't made nothing. I ain't made nothing. I ain't made nothing. Because the Most High goes, you ain't ready for it, you ain't prepared for it. He prepares us for these situations, man. Let's go back to Maccabees, man. Go to 46, 1 and 46. So they profaned the Sabbath and festival days. Verse 46.
And 46. And polluted the sanctuary and holy people.
And polluted the sanctuary and holy people. Polluted the who?
The sanctuary and the holy people.
And the holy people, the separate people. Brothers and sisters, we separate, man. Y'all love to take up for this so-called white man and all these other nations when we telling y'all that they ain't nothing. Because the Bible tell you, he said you separated the holy people. We are the holy people, brothers and sisters. We are the separate people. Read on.
Set up altars and groves and chapels of idols and sacrifice swine flesh.
And did what?
Sacrifice swine flesh.
So you want to throw a sacrifice up to the Most High God and some pork? And he said that is an abomination, that is unclean to him? And our people wicked. You out of line. K-Roll in the drink. I know some of them know that song. You out of line, man. What? We out there giving sacrifices of pork, man. Oh, let's go sacrificing chitlins. You done made the abominable thing delicacies, man. And still eating that mess to this day. Oh, don't talk to me about no chitlins. Oh, I guess I'm just gonna go. I'm out to die there because I'm gonna eat some chitlins. You better die. Then stop eating some damn chitlins, man.
Eat it from the rooter to the total.
Come on, man. Rule, that's what that brother told us. Read on. 47.
Flesh, swine flesh, and unclean beasts.
And let you know that everything is not clean. Some things are clean, some things he made unclean. And we have to understand that we get in the book of Leviticus to find what's clean and what's not unclean. But Christians want to eat everything. They've been traditionalized. Well, oh yeah, it ain't what defile a man from the man, it's what come out of them. It's not what they're saying, man. Oh, let's just pray over it. No, you ain't praying over pork. Not to the Most High God. You think he hearing that prayer? No, that's why you got that high cholesterol, big mama foot, ankles the size of cantaloupes, and all that, man. Let's be real. 48.
Verse 48. That they should also leave their children uncircumcised.
And now you're teaching your children how to do these vain philosophies. Now they growing up and all they care about is Christmas time. I want a bike. I want an Xbox 360 and a PlayStation. I want a dog. I want this. And then when they don't get it, they act a plumb default. Now, how about you let every day be Christmas to your children? And not Christmas, but you give your children and teach them the laws of the Most High God, that they don't worry about these things. And they say it come back as a child. Because the easiest person to teach is a child. You train that child up when they grow up, they won't depart from it. Now they ain't worried about Christmas because they know mom and daddy got me, man. Mom and daddy got me. They take care of me every day. They understand it. But then a lot of people say, oh, I just do Christmas for the children. I just do it for the kids. Just do it for the children. That's an abomination, man. Doing it for the children, you're going to get you doing it for the heathen. You're going to get you doing it for the devil, man. That's what you're doing. Read on.
And make their souls abominable with all manner of uncleanliness and profanation.
All praise. Read on.
Verse 49. To the end they might forget the law.
And what does all these devices do?
Make them forget the law.
So this is what the heathen wanted in the first place. They wanted to be one people. They wanted to sacrifice swine's flesh to do their own laws, that in the end they might forget you about your laws. And that's what our people have been traditionalized, and they don't remember their own laws.
That's right.
Most High gave us our own laws, man. Psalm 147 and 19. He gave the laws to us, made them our own. But this device, and it said over there in verse 12? So this device pleased them well. Because they know if I start getting these people traditionalized on down the line, it's going to be easy for them to forget their God. Judas 5 and 20, that ain't God ain't fighting for them. Because as long as we got our God, man, let's go there. Judas 5 and 20, bro. Got to get that right quick. That's what people don't understand. Judas 5 and 20. We're going to just get 20 right quick. Because people don't understand. The heathen got us not remembering our laws. Therefore, we forgetting our God. And when our God, we don't do his laws, guess what? He don't work for us. And the people know that. The heathen know that. Read this.
This is the book of Judas, chapter 5, verse 20. Now, therefore, my Lord and Governor, if there be any error in this people, and they sin against their God.
Now, this is the heathen. They telling them, look, if it be any error in the Israelites, God's chosen people, and they don't do their laws that they supposed to do, read on.
Let us consider that this shall be their ruin.
He said that this gonna be their ruin. We can overtake them when they not keeping the law. Read on.
And let us go up, and we shall overcome them.
He said if they not keeping the laws, they weak. Because God ain't working for them. If they traditionalized up in them churches, listen to Pastor Porkchop eating all this swine's flesh, God ain't working for them. Now we can divide them real easy. Now we can divide and conquer real easy.
That's right.
Read 21.
But if.
Here go the kicker though. The heathen knew. See, the so-called white man know. He know that if we not working, if we don't keep these laws, God ain't working for us.
That's right.
But if
there be no iniquities in their nation, let my Lord now pass by.
He said pass by. He said, oh, don't mess with them. I almost said don't mess with them. Don't mess with them. No, hey, if them fellas over there keeping them laws, the Israelites out there on the street corners, they teaching that truth. Hey, leave them brothers alone. Them sisters over there with their hair wrapped and their dresses on, fringes on. Hey, leave them sisters alone. Don't mess with them. Why?
Lest their Lord defend them.
Lest their Lord do what?
Defend them.
Because if you keep God's laws, he gonna fight for you, man. That's what we telling you. Coronavirus what? Coronavirus who? Ain't nobody worried about that mess. Mask what? I ain't wearing no mask. So if you kick me out the store, then that's just what the Most High wanted me to do, not go in your store. And I go to another. I'll praise to the Most High, got enough gas and go to the next store. That's what I did today with the store. Hey, next time you come here and put a mask, I say, yeah, next time I won't. Yeah, you want this money, don't you? Yeah, let me get a foot long. Yeah, let's say I was a subway. Yeah, let me get a foot long. Because I ain't going nowhere, you know what I'm saying? And let me get a drink, you know what I'm saying? Next time I have your mask, yeah, I won't. But you can kick me out. I ain't worried about it. I go to another store.
Now,
I'm worried about that mess, man. I'm an Israelite, man. And I ain't finna keep on talking about it with these people. I know because they don't care. What they gotta do with you wearing a mask? Nothing. Because you don't know. You so damn traditionalized, you don't know either. Forget it. 9 times out of 10, they're East Indians anyway, and so they really don't know. But read verse 20 again.
Verse 20, 21.
21, Shalakia.
But if there be no iniquities in their nation, let my Lord now pass by. Lest their Lord defend them, and their God be for them.
Their God go before them,
And we become a reproach before all the world.
And the Most High make us look silly, because they got work. They got a God that actually works. We got a God we just pray to. Well, they got a God that actually works. And we don't want no problem with big God.
And he worked for them.
That's right. He'll work for them if they keep the law. They work for him. Right. He gonna work for them. When we traditionalize, read verse 50. Because this is why we so traditionalized. Read verse 50. Let's go with the first Maccabees. Oh, my bad. Shalaki.
All right. Gotcha.
Like verse 50. What? You done lost it.
All right.
Let's go back to first Maccabees 1 and 50. Because this is why we so traditionalized right here. This what made us to be traditionalized so easy. Read on.
The book of First Maccabees, chapter 1 and 50.
Read.
And whosoever would not do according to the commandments of the king,
the commandment of God,
the king,
the commandment of the Lord,
the king,
whoever wouldn't do the commandment of the king, what?
He said he should die.
Because they would go kill y'all. If you didn't get down with they vain philosophies and laws, they would go kill them. So we was like, well, hey, they gonna kill us. We might as well go on and do it. But right now, we saying as Israelites, they gonna have to kill us. You gonna have to. Nah, you ain't gonna just talk about it. You gonna have to. Because before I lay down and let you put these vain philosophies and laws on me, I go on and die a good fight with the Most High God, man.
God.
Because the dead go rise first in Christ, man. So that was how it was easy for them to put that tradition on us. That's how we've been traditionalized so easy. Because see, this is another captivity of ours. People don't understand this. When you're in captivity, you are what? A slave. I mean, you can't do what you want to do. Therefore, we go put this on you and make you become traditionalized. Now y'all read the Bible how we got y'all reading the Bible. When they can't read this Bible for jack like we can, man. They can't understand these scriptures like us. They don't know. They don't understand. Psalm 147:19 say that, which they have never known. Let's read that right quick. We got but a few more scriptures out there to show you we've been traditionalized, man. Maccabees is heavy. Psalm 147:19. We'll show you they don't know nothing about this Bible how we do, because they weren't given the laws. The laws was given to us. Why am I gonna stand up Todd and tell Todd that he's a Gentile just as much a Gentile like me? Todd don't got the laws and commandments. Todd don't got the work of the Most High God in him. God ain't working for Todd, Tom, Judy, and Sarah. He's not working for them. What? Show you in the Bible, he ain't working for them, man. He's working for the Israelites. We got that. Read this out. 147:19.
This is the book of Psalms, chapter 147 and 19.
Read.
He showed his word unto Jacob.
Unto everybody.
Unto Jacob.
Jacob's name was changed to Israel, the 12 tribes, man. He said he showed his word unto our forefather Jacob, man. The lineage of the bloodline that the Most High came for, man. It's coming back for. Read on.
His statutes and judgments unto Israel.
His statutes and judgments to everybody?
Israel.
Unto Israel. Read on.
He had not dealt so with any nation.
He has what?
Not dealt so with any nation.
He ain't dealt so with any other nation like he dealt with us. He gave us the law, statutes, and commandments, not everybody. Read on.
And for his judgments, they have not known them.
They don't even know God's judgments. What is the so-called white man teaching us the Bible for? What is Joe Osteen up there teaching about? I be seeing a little Karate Kid pals. I don't know what he is. But he look like he a whole lot of karate, man. He be up there teaching the Bible, man. Be like, what the heck is you up there doing? Yes, man. Who are you? And what are you doing with our history book? That's how we gotta be possessive with this thing, man. We traditionalized by that though. Let's go to Deuteronomy 6 and 17. Now let's go to 2 Thessalonians 2 and 15.
2 Thessalonians 2.
Yeah.
15.
Mm-hmm. Second Thessalonians chapter 2, verse 15.
This is the book of 2 Thessalonians, chapter 2, and verse 15.
Read.
Therefore, brethren, stand fast.
It say, man, therefore, learn the scripture. It says, seek and search God. And when you do seek and search him for the truth, it said, therefore, brethren, us, read on.
Stand fast and hold the traditions which ye have been taught.
And hold the traditions that we have been taught. Not the traditions of men, not the traditions of heathen, of the other nations, but the traditions that we've been taught, which was what? The
word.
My bad. The law, statutes, and commandments. Hold fast to the tradition that you've been taught since the beginning of time. The commandments, man, not the heathen. Read on.
Whether by word or our epistles.
Or our epistles, man. Let's go to Mark, man. We're going to touch on this right quick. and then we'll get out of here. Mark 7:1.
It's the book of Mark, chapter 7 and verse 1.
Well, see, the Most High God had to cut up these scribes and Pharisees, man. And that's what we're doing. We're going to cut up these pastors. They want to make all kind of laws not according to the Most High God. Read this out.
Then came together unto him the Pharisees and certain of the scribes, which came from Jerusalem. Verse 2. And when they saw some of his disciples eat bread with defiled, that is to say, with unwashed hands, they found fault.
So the Pharisees, they seen the brother, they finna big eating. The brother went up there, I guess he didn't wash his hands. And he went straight for the food. And he like, man, hold on, brother, this brother defiled, man, brother ain't wash his hands. Read on.
For the Pharisees and all the Jews, except they wash their hands off, eat not, holding the traditions of the elders.
Holding the traditions of who?
The elders.
So the scribes and Pharisees, they had their own tradition. Oh, well, you can't eat food unless you wash your hands. Now, I'm going to tell you this, like we always say, washing your hands is sanitary. Mm-hmm. Is that a law?
No.
Do you ever hear Christ say, well, we wash the hands all the time when we ate? Now, you don't see that all the time, but it is sanitary. Yeah, it's not a problem, but they making it up a law, the tradition of their fathers, the Pharisees. That's what we always did. We want to make our own laws. Yeah, it's cool. You supposed to wash your hands, but this is not a law in the Bible. Why are you trying to make it a law? Read on.
It's more of a law to wash feet than hands.
Right. Jump down to verse 6.
Verse 6. He answered and said unto them.
Let's see what Christ said.
Well, had Isaiah, which is Isaiah, prophesied of you, hypocrites.
Of you what?
Hypocrites.
He called them hypocrites. Y'all want to talk about some washing hands? You ain't keeping no laws. Because see, the scribes and Pharisees, they talked a good game. But he said, don't do after the scribes and Pharisees with their actions. Hear them out. They talk. They talk a good game, but they don't do the thing. He said, so you hypocrites, y'all ain't nothing but hypocrites, man. Y'all talk about y'all love the Lord. Y'all talk about, that's what the traditional people do today. That church don't do nothing but talk about how they love the Lord. Mm-hmm. Talk about how they sanctify, filled with the Holy Ghost. But they ain't doing nothing but being traditionalized, man. They hypocrites, man. Read on.
As it is written, this people honoreth me with their lips.
They do what?
Honoreth me with their lips. But their hearts is far from me.
So they honor me with their lips, but their hearts far from me. You preach that there with Ezekiel 33 and 31, saying the same thing. They sit as my people, but they will not do the laws. They heart far from it. They talk about it. Read on.
Howbeit, in vain do they worship me.
And what?
In vain doeth they worship me.
Vanity. They just want to have their own laws going. In vanity, they worship me. And they own vain deceit, they worship me what?
Teaching for doctrines the commandments of men.
Read that again.
Oh, Lord. Teaching for doctrines the commandments of men.
That's all them pastors do, man. They teach doctrines of the commandments of men. He even say, yeah, go in there and teach that we are Gentiles and that we are one. Therefore, I can get all this money. If we teach we are Gentiles, we are one, I can get all this money. Read on.
For laying aside the commandments of Yahweh, ye hold the tradition of men.
What do they hold?
The tradition of men.
Read.
As the washing of pots and cups and many other such like things ye do.
So you hold the tradition of men. You want to talk about these brothers can't eat because they ain't washed their hands. That ain't nothing but a tradition of man. How about telling these brothers, make sure you ain't eat no pork, make sure ain't no swine on there? How about telling these brothers, make sure you walk in here with some fringes on? That's what you ought to be telling them. Hey, bro, you got fringes on? Oh, yeah, I see them. Okay, you good. Yeah, all right, just checking. Yeah, just checking, brother. Yeah, you know, watching, I'm looking at you. Yeah, I ain't worried about your hands. I mean, that's cool. Go wash them and all, but hey, you got your fringes on? You keeping the commandments? All right, you good. Read 9.
Verse 9. And listen up, Israel. And he said unto them, full well ye reject the commandments of Yahweh.
Read that again.
Full well ye reject the commandments of Yahweh, that ye may keep your own tradition.
That they may do what?
Keep their own tradition.
Keep their own tradition.
For Moses said, honor the father and thy mother, and whoso curseth father or mother, let him die the death.
That's all I wanted tonight. My bad, Shalakia. But I just wanted tonight. And he said unto them full well, you reject the commandment of God, that you may keep your own tradition. That's what they doing in them churches. They rejecting God by keeping their own tradition. That ain't the Most High God to go to church on Sunday. That ain't the Most High God to keep eating pork. That ain't the Most High God to share our God with everybody.
That's right.
That ain't the Most High God telling you people it's one gate when it's 12 gates with the names of Israel written on them. That's your own tradition. Let's go out. Let's get out of here, man. Let's go to Baruch. Be the last precept. Baruch 1:17. Last precept, Sister Mariah. Yeah, last one. The last one. Well, you know what? She like, because I got to get a law out.
Baruch chapter 1.
Verse 17, we're going to read the 22.
Verse 17. For we have sinned before the Lord.
That's what our people got to do. We got to stop playing around and beating around the bush and understand and be truthful with ourselves and understand that we have sinned before our God. That's why we're going through these problems as a nation. Like we say, individually, brother, you might be doing all right. Sister, you might be doing okay. Brother, you might be keeping your head above water. But as a nation of people, man, we are hurting, man. Read on.
And disobeyed him, and have not hearkened unto his voice.
Read on.
Of the Lord our Yahweh, to walk in the commandments that he gave us openly.
To walk in the commandments that he gave us what?
Openly.
Openly, man. Gave them to us. Straight out right gave them to us. He ain't hide them. He ain't had to ease it on to us. He gave them to us openly. We know these things. Why we not doing them? Read.
Since the day that the Lord brought our forefathers out of the land of Egypt, unto this present day.
Unto what?
This present day.
So people love to think that they doing the right thing, but he said you doing the same thing you did until this present day today. Read on.
We have been disobedient unto the Lord our Yahweh, and we have been negligent in not hearing his voice.
Read on.
Wherefore the evil cleaved unto us.
Wherefore the what?
Evil cleaved unto us.
That's why evil is all around us. That's why these curses are upon us, because we broke God's laws, man. It's simple. We getting cursed. Evils have been multiplied on us and all around us. When you see evil, it's happening on what? Guess what street is on? MLK, Martin Luther King.
That's right.
On street, Malcolm X. It's everything around us. It's all around us when you see evils, man. Read on.
And the curse which the Lord appointed by Moses, his servant, at the time that he brought our fathers out of the land of Egypt,
right on,
to give us a land that floweth with milk and honey,
right on,
like as it is to see this day.
21.
Nevertheless, we have not hearkened unto the voice of the Lord our Yahweh.
We have not hearkened to that voice, man. We got to come back to that voice of our God, brothers and sisters.
According unto all the words of the prophets, whom he sent unto us.
So we got to hearken to all the words of the prophets, man. All the prophets spoke about Christ. All the prophets spoke about keeping the God's laws, statutes, and commandments. All the prophets spoke about how we went out of our laws and did the other laws. All the prophets spoke on that, man. Read 22.
But every man followed the imaginations of his own wicked heart.
Of his what?
Own wicked heart.
They do an imagination of their own wicked heart. Read on.
To serve strange gods and to do evil in the sight of the Lord our Yahweh.
To serve what? Sebo? Strange gods?
The Lord of our Yahweh.
They serving strange gods. They're serving Sebo like them love. See, boy, not doing that who do that spin, man, like they be doing. And Michael Jackson spin, we just keep on spinning. That hair going all the way out. He just spinning like a mud. Oh, see-bo. Yeah, see-bo like a mud.
Really, Andy Gibbs is good look at it.
You know what I'm saying? Let's get out of here with the law. Deuteronomy 6 and 17.
Deuteronomy, this is the book of Deuteronomy. Man.
Deuteronomy 6 and 17.
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 6 and verse number 17. Ye shall diligently keep the commandments of the Lord your Yahweh.
Said diligently keep the commandments of the Lord your God. Read on.
And his testimonies and his statutes, which he had commanded thee.
And what else?
And thou shalt do that which is right and good in the sight of the Lord, that it may be well with thee, and that thou mayest go in and possess the good land which the Lord swore unto thy fathers to cast all thine enemies from before thee, as the Lord had spoken.
To cast the enemies off as the Lord had. If we keep the law, statutes, and commandments, he gonna get these enemies from off us, man. These so-called other nations gonna get off us. They gonna get beneath us, and we gonna be in rulership. I'm sorry, Sister Moran. I gotta get one more scripture, man. I'm sorry, man. I always do this. But I just read this. And do that, and do that, and do, and thou shalt do that which is right and good in the sight of the Lord. What's right and good?
The commandments.
Let's go to it right quick. Romans 7 and 12, man. It's the last scripture. We just gave y'all the law. But we got to know what's right and good to the Lord, to our God, man. It said to do that which is right and good in our law to our Lord. What is right and what is good, man?
The book of the book of Romans, chapter 11.
7.
Oh, 7.
Verse 12.
In verse 12. Wherefore, the law is holy.
Wherefore, the law is holy.
And the commandments holy.
And the commandments holy. So we're talking about the law and the commandment. Let's see what else it is.
And just.
And what?
And just.
And what else?
And good.
And Campbell's soup good. Good. So that's what we should be doing. In verse 18 of Deuteronomy chapter 6, and thou shalt do that which is right and good in the sight of the Lord. That means you need to keep the commandments of the Most High God. Brothers and sisters, stop eating that pork. Brothers and sisters, stop disobeying God on the Sabbath and get back to the laws of the Most High God, man, and get an understanding of what he wants us to do. Truth over tradition. I hope this class is well with some of my brothers and sisters. Like we say, we thank you for watching in and tuning in. If you did tune in tonight, our praises to our brothers that's out of town. You know, that support with us, man. Florida, Las Vegas, Brother Ezra, all y'all, man. Either we appreciate y'all. And just thank y'all if y'all have sent any money for the GoFundMe, because we're trying to get this troop out to a city or a state near you. So like we said, that money is not going unattended or to be played with. It's a very great thing that you brothers and sisters do for us, and we greatly appreciate it. And with that, we say shalom.
Shalom.
Man. Yeah, I heard it. I was about to say coronavirus.
No, ain't none of that. All right, you get like that woman of mine. Yeah, but I put her out the house for saying that.
I sure started to say coronavirus.